Welcome back to Planet Psych. Today, we're going to discuss 5 hidden signs you are an undiscovered genius. What we are about to reveal in this short video will help you recognize certain universal traits and habits of highly intelligent people and geniuses. Hopefully, you'll be able to see some of these traits in yourself. Okay, here we go. Number 1. Naturally observant. We all know someone who loves to talk about themselves. They could spend ages telling everyone about how interesting or quirky they are. There are those, however, who spend less time talking because they prefer to listen. If you're like this, then it's likely that you're above average in terms of intelligence. While many are just thinking of the next interesting thing to say, or thinking of ways to grow their egos, intelligent people prefer to pay close attention to what's being discussed. They pay attention to body language, patterns of speech, and the validity of people's arguments. Being more attentive like this is a great way to come up with new and interesting ways to add to the conversation. Intelligent people are less concerned with looking good in conversation and more concerned with learning from what others have to say. Okay, let's jump to the next sign. Number 2. Self-control. Being disciplined isn't easy, especially for people who are naturally impulsive. It may take years for these people to learn the self-discipline required to make good decisions, but for intelligent people, it comes naturally. Having self-discipline ensures that you regulate your emotions well and that you carefully plan your life, but you know when it's appropriate to be spontaneous. The decisions you make, therefore, ensure a healthy lifestyle and a bright future. Intelligent people are also good at identifying which parts of themselves should change. If they make mistakes, they don't blame others, but take responsibility to learn from those mistakes. They recognize the importance of self-awareness. Number 3. Overfitting. A 2011 study sought to identify whether intelligent people make assumptions in the same way as unintelligent people. They tested this by observing 2 different types of assumptions, specifically overfitting and underfitting. Overfitting is the assumption that a piece of information or behavior fits a certain context really well, but that it fits very few other contexts. For example, shouting how much you love your favorite football team while watching them play in a stadium could be seen as appropriate behavior. However, doing it while shopping for food at your local grocery store would cause people to give you confused looks. Underfitting is the opposite of overfitting. It's the assumption that a piece of information or behavior is appropriate in most situations. Let's pretend telling a specific joke caused some new friends to laugh, which caused them to enjoy spending time with you. You'll be underfitting if you always told that same joke every time you saw your friends and expecting the same response. It's likely that it will just annoy them over time. Intelligent people love being specific, so you'll find them overfitting often and not underfitting much at all. They'll likely only make assumptions about highly specific things, and they'll seldom be satisfied with vague statements. Number 4. The love of solitude. More often than not, intelligent people enjoy spending time thinking things over, planning, and reflecting. Because these activities are best performed without distraction, it's no surprise that intelligent people enjoy being alone from time to time. This doesn't mean that smart people are antisocial or introverted. It just means that they value both thinking time and socializing. This is why they will often make time for both. Number 5. Laser focused. Smart individuals can produce incredible work once they get themselves into the zone. It can also be really difficult to grab their attention while they're focused on their tasks. These people are so good at concentrating, which is why they can be so productive and efficient. Most people constantly check their phones or get distracted while trying to do difficult work, while intelligent people don't get distracted easily. Okay, in the next point, we're going to reveal the results of some research which will help you see if you fall into the super intelligent category. Number 6. Clutter and creativity. While you might think that a neat desk is the best environment for great work, recent research might prove you wrong. In fact, messy people might be more creative and intelligent than you thought. In a study, participants were split into 2 groups. The first group were asked to sit at a neat, organized desk and were each given a table tennis ball. Their task was to write down as many different uses for the ball that they could think of within a certain time limit. The other group performed the same task but were sat at desks that were messy and cluttered with stationery. Which group do you think wrote the most comprehensive lists? The second group not only came up with more ideas for their lists, but their ideas were significantly more creative, implying that a messy environment can help people think outside the box. Perhaps people's intelligence is enhanced by their messiness. Tell us what you thought of this list. Share your insights with other geniuses in the comment section below.